resolve and sure grittiness.
It starts with an attitude. We need swagger, okay? Regardless of what happens out there. Doesn't matter. Keep your swagger.
Hey, welcome into another Sit Start Saturday. Again, we're your hosts, Alan and Jay. I guess to kick things off, we can pick up a conversation we were having before the show started was, why are the Penguins doing so good? Like, what is going on? And I think they have, they were both kind of like the best in or easily top 10, but it was more like top 7 in goals for and goals against. But the stat that sticks out to me is they are tied with the Montreal Canadiens with the highest team shooting percentage at 14.1. So we're just kind of does that stick? I don't know. I guess we'd have to look at what everyone did last year. It's over time, does everyone kind of compress and meet around 10, 11? Because some of these guys down at the bottom in team shooting percentage are some of your usual suspects, and you wonder if they'll get better. Like Nashville, like Calgary, the Rangers, could explain some of their scoring troubles. But we just thought that was interesting.
You also mentioned, Alan, I think they were second overall, I think, in power play conversion. So I think that played another big.
Yes. So it's is the Penguins power play overachieving? And it's well, look at the personnel. They got some pretty good personnel. So it doesn't really surprise us, actually. What was their power play percentage? It was
you would almost assume
30,
with the vets.
31, and only the Devils have a higher at 32.3.
Right, which, okay, and we're going to say, Alan, that is a crazy conversion rate. I think average out, normally it should be around 20, 25% if it's a really, really.
Other than those outlier seasons, Edmonton had that historic one that I think was around 31, 32%, something.
I think it was also where Hyman just completely broke out because he was getting fed left, right, and center.
Oh yeah, and I guess the other thing is, do we want to talk about the Lindholm injury? Kind of what that means.
100%.
Lineup there,
yeah.
So it sounds like Elias Lindholm is out for weeks. They're saying. So I don't know. It's weird. This guy's got to be a rookie or his name is made up. Right now it looks like top center is Marat Kuznetsov. I swear that's got to be a made up name. It's just. I don't know. It's probably Elias Lindholm in another jersey. I'm fine. We'll just tell everyone I'm injured. It's great. But they still got Morgan Geekie and Pasta up there, of course. But I don't know. I don't know if that's something that sticks, that maybe we see Zacha up on that top line at some point, or they try Casey Middlestat there, which would be gross.
I'm also wondering, right, if Geekie right now obviously is just taking the left wing, but then
there we go. He's a rookie in Minnesota, so he is not made up. He has existed before a couple days ago. Okay, there we go. That's why is a rookie. I didn't know rookies.
I was just thinking more Morgan Geekie could be another guy where right now he's getting more I guess ice time necessarily on the wing, but I'm looking for other guys that could slot up and take the wing, and then I think Geekie would have longer staying power than Kuz. Oh, geez, I don't want to mess his name up.
Newtonov. Newtonov. Okay.
Because there's gotta be some other winger, okay, if I'm looking Victor Arvidsson, maybe, right? Maybe that guy could slot up, and then Geekie takes the face off, or something along those lines. Middlestat wouldn't be the worst, but is it
gross, so gross, dude. Well, gross for fantasy because Middlestat is just terrible.
Okay, gotcha.
There we go. Geekie and Kuz gonna share face-off duties based on side. Okay, that's interesting. So so now it makes more sense to me as to why some of these teams have kind of a sneaky second guy that can take face-offs.
Yeah, like a Leon or I guess the extreme
Um,
case is Leon and Connor, right? Where they both are
Yeah.
centers, but then whenever
Or
they
the
slot
homer
together,
pick, like when you had Stamkos on the line with Sorelli, like
Yes.
they could both easily take face-offs. So you could, yeah,
100%.
yeah. Because I was even listening to the was it when Tampa beat Dallas a few nights ago? I was listening to the game and they were mentioning how like, oh, Sorelli's taking this on his like offhand or offside. I was like, oh, okay, it's interesting.
Right.
The
right,
more
right.
you know.
It
yeah,
really. I guess we do have to talk about Zaka still not getting the opportunity to resume his center one duties, even with Lindholm
And
out.
see, and that's how I'm well, you know, they could always just there we go. Kuz nuts, Dienov.
Who's nuts, you know.
So it's still nuts, which I just thought that was me as a child.
Alrighty. Who would you pick up, Alan, if you were one of our poor listeners with Lindholm stocks?
So yeah, that's a and I actually in one spot, I think in our Super Bangers League, I do have him. I'm out of ads for the week, so I can't replace him. This might be one where I look somewhere else for that production. I don't think I want a rookie, like an unknown. Or like I said, if they put Middlestat there, like I'm out for sure.
You're not digging into the Pavel Zacha sweepstakes, 35%?
I feel like he I don't know. Yeah, there we go. I agree. Like pure C's. Well, here we go. It's 60-ish, 65 point C's are like a dime a dozen. Yeah, I would just rather look for someone else. Circular, yeah, 100% agree.
Yeah, I was looking a little bit ahead at the next week, and I was thinking like the guy that would probably help you most, or teams that might help you most. Like what? Like we talked about those best schedules. Like
this would be perfect. This would be like what is it? PLD
Frank
went out
Nazar.
again. Yeah, there we go. Like a Frank Nazar if he's available.
Is he still around?
I just had
for
PLD
57%. Just go check.
There you go.
Yeah, Ryan Donato, Unicorn.
Yeah, Chicago or like I was trying to say, I have a PLD out again. I was able to pick up Jaden Schwartz. Seattle has one of the better schedules for next week. There's definitely so many replacement level guys for Lindholm. Like I would say this 100%. Is not worrisome at all. We can get to this first question from CK Taylor. I did research some before the show started. Warning, so who to sit? Goals, assists, shots, power play points, hits, blocks. He's got Rust versus Winnipeg, Mercer versus LA, Jeek versus Vancouver. So for me, the way I approached it is Minnesota has one of the lowest goals for right now. For me, it's Jeek. Like I feel like Pittsburgh is too hot right now to bench Rust, especially Rust himself. Even if they are playing Winnipeg, who I think has one of the highest one of the lowest goals against. Yeah, they're fourth lowest at 2.55.
They just have a lot of possession, and then afterwards they have the best goalie in the league. So it's just a team that
and that's why I feel like Rush should be the no-brainer because especially if they play if they're up against Hellebuck. But Mercer is on like a tear right now. LA is leakier than they have been in the last few seasons. But Minnesota with that, I forget how low they were. They were like sixth lowest goals for at 2.67. For me, it's Jeek is who I'm benching.
And it's tough too, because what you're looking at all these three guys for is specifically all three guys are playing on teams that are top teams right now. Sorry, rephrase. Not Jeek. So both those other two guys are playing for top teams, and then they're top teams in the league. And we don't know. I think for Mercer, we believe enough in the Devils that, it was injury concerns for previous seasons. Now we believe that it's just, they're playing to potential. And then Rust, for example, Alan, you and I talked before where we're like, is this real, right? Like the Penguins are top. They have the best goal differential in the conference. I'm going to walk that back out.
It's weird. I don't know, man.
They have the best goal differential in the league.
I believe
so. This is not this is not just doing well. This is doing well across the board. like all 32 teams. Do we believe it sticks? Do we believe that's going to fall? I was saying before the chat as well that even if they fall, they're not going to drop all the way to losing 8 straight games. Oh, I'm going to, for all Pens fans, I've knocked on wood, basically. I've knocked on wood. Okay. But like, you would reasonably assume that they're going to not go that horribly into the night. Like maybe they'd fall into an average sort of setup. And so maybe they'd, the goal differential might peter down.
It depends if gravity set, they're Wile E. Coyote, they look down and gravity returns. I don't think the Pens fall like, it seems unlikely they'd be in the McKenna sweepstakes. It seems more likely they'd be kind of mushy middle, maybe miss the
playoffs, wild cards, something like that. But I guess running with where we're going right now, it's Alan, do we believe in floors or ceilings? Because I think right now a ceiling play, no matter what happens here, I think in the short term, Jeek's got to be the person you bench because his team is not doing well.
And that's that's why it's like if they're only going to score about 2 goals a game, who knows if it's probably not going to be Jeek. It's probably going to be one of these random third line guys. I don't think Kaprizov.
But I will say that Mercer's getting like 14 minutes a night. He's not the guy playing all top minutes, all top setups. He is getting, I believe, top power play minutes. So,
and that's there's that chance that he could get, because Jersey has been kind of shuffling their power play based on the game.
Yes.
I don't think Mason's gotten a shot up there yet, which makes me think it's like, Mercer's doing it right now, probably unsustainably, but that's kind of
the point of today. Starter bench. Alan, are we going to really tell listeners to bench Kaprizov's centerman?
I know, and that's what seems so weird, but it's just like, so far, of those 3, I mean, Minnesota is the lowest scoring team, and I want to say they're letting in quite a bit too.
I will say this. I have Mercer sweepstakes. I don't have Rust or, actually, I do have Jeek sweepstakes as well. So I have 2 of these 3 guys, and I benched Mercer for not Jeek, but I think it was like it was something horrible. I think it was like Braden Shen or something, Alan. It was horrific. Anyways,
that makes sense.
Rephrase. I didn't bench Jeek for Braden Shen. I benched Mercer for Braden Shen, and I proceeded to watch Mercer, I think, score like 2 goals, like both on the power play. Like it's a toughie, it's a tough set. But then if you were to say like play it again, roll it again, I don't know. Like Mercer, does anyone else see that? He's the 3rd line right wing getting power play 1 time.
I know, and that's it's just like based on deployment. It's like, no, it should be Mercer, but
it should be Mercer on deployment, Alan. Like it should be Mercer.
Goals for Minnesota, and Minnesota's letting in the 3rd most goals, like right under 4. There's only 2 teams that are worse, so it's like they're just kind of getting caved in, but not really dishing it back. For me it's Jeek.
I'm looking at here and I'm gonna say right now Mercer's got 11 points in 11 games. He's got 6 goals and 5 assists. If I'm believing this is going to trend up, like, are we really saying he's a point per game dude with like a 40 goal score?
No, absolutely not.
Very hesitant.
This is a hot streak, and it could be that the whole team is sort of on a heater.
Yeah, on a heater, and they'll come. Alan, you know what? We don't have to agree on everything. I'm going to say
there we go. Oh, Mercer. No, are you splitting the vote? Are we?
We're splitting the vote
for each now.
We're splitting the vote.
Sorry, CK Taylor.
But the thing is, by benching Mercer, CK Taylor, congratulations. You are guaranteed a Mercer hat trick today.
There we go. Hat trick from the bench. D-Stu needs points and can't rely on Panarin right now. Truer words probably could not be said. Think you have to bench him? No, I kind of agree. So we're benching Panarin and Frank Nazar. Although I don't know how I feel about benching Nazar, man. Edmonton is.
I don't know how about starting Kadri. Wait,
Edmonton is freaking leaky.
Is Kadri doing Kadri things while everyone else is not? Yes, he still is. Okay. Ben putting up Kadri over.
Kadri over Nazar. That's the only
Kadri over
thing I
Nazar,
might
Panarin?
re-examine.
It is really tough. I will say right now, I completely empathize with holding Panarin onward. Like,
And it's just like, yeah, if you
tough time.
what are you selling him for right now? Like he's
Mega
it's
bucks.
just if you're gonna, yeah, it's like you just kind of have to hold Panarin at least till Trocheck comes back, and then hopefully he takes off again.
I mean, on the other hand, like Panarin, he's not gonna go like, please. Okay, I'm gonna get like crushed by Rangers fans if I go. He's not gonna go like 50 points in a season. It goes on a historic tear. Right now, he hasn't scored in the 4 games. So Allen, we would assume he's got to score soon. You know,
or who, Panarin or
Panarin. They just came off a win against the Oilers in overtime. Not that Panarin was
Dude.
involved in that goal at all.
That's another thing that's frustrating. Get it together, Stuart Skinner. For the love of God, get it together.
You
'Cause
walked
not
in
every
alone on 3. Oh man.
Not every
Allen.
league I'm in. Oh, and that's what like the couple of Edmonton games I've watched. That's what it feels like. Is just like the other teams get all these like nice 2-on-1, 2-on-0 breakaways, and it's like, well, no wonder why. Like it doesn't matter what goalie you have. You need like you need the ghost of, I don't know, one of those famous historic goalies. Like
you need like a Scott Stevens kind of, roughhouser, where he's, he just kind of like makes the guy walking in hesitate a little bit, like just, I don't know. He can't just bring the puck in 1-on-2 and bring the puck all the way to the crease and get a free shot. Like, anyways, it's just.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I think it's a systemic thing with why their goalies are rough, no matter who you got on Edmonton.
It's not as though their season has been derailed by any of it. Obviously, look, like they're like right in the wild card spot. They're right around there. They're gonna make the playoffs. Probably
Right.
gonna.
And but they're just not
Pacific.
outscoring their troubles like they have been in the past.
It's
I don't know.
just frustrating to see, because in my mind, honestly, like they are the best team in the league. I know they're not Florida, so to speak, right? But like when you watched the games and the series and things,
is
like
Florida
this is
even the best team in the league right now? Good God, like they're beat up.
But like this team that is arguably, like, if Florida is so injured right now, the best team in the league is Edmonton, and it's like, how in the world are you having your goalie Jekyll and Hyde this and then not support him? Know your goalie has moments where he like he gets the shutout and then the 5-goaler, like back-to-back games, and you can just give him that extra oomph and you win that extra point in the overtime. You'd win that extra point by saving it in the third period. And it's just, they should be where Vegas is, Alan. They should be there with 16, 17 points, like second in the conference. And instead they're out of playoff position right now. And it's not because their players are bad. It's because like they just have these lapsed moments, and I'm like,
so many.
You're costing my Stuart Skinner owners, like my precious Stuart Skinner owners who are listening.
Well,
and it's like,
and it sucks because not every league has the NA slot. Like in the one I do,
sure.
I definitely have Connor Ingram stashed because I think it's a foregone conclusion that we may see him at some point.
100%. 100%.
They gotta try something. But yeah, back to D Stew's question.
Panarin,
Yeah, bench Panarin. I did it earlier this week and I didn't regret it.
Bit of a follow-up too. How's Petey doing? Because Petey's out. Petey's not out. Sorry, Petey's in for him, but Petey's having a bit of a not Petersons. I don't know what we call it, but like
you mean he's playing at the level he should? Maybe like for being a
finally doing stuff, scoring goals on power plays. Yeah,
I'd be interested to see what like Reichel does. I don't know if he's at what his ceiling is as a prospect, but yeah, just throwing him in there as 2C because Heedle's out. But yeah, no, it seems like Pettersson's finally doing about what he should.
Right. And I mean, that's the thing with his utility spot, right? Where right now he's got, like, if you're looking at like must starts, like McKinnon doesn't require Pettersson
so
is
funny
performing
that
adequately compared to his draft
all the
position.
skater slots are forward and D, but you have a utility spot, which like indicates that you should be able to
Right.
put like any. But it's like if all your forwards are forwards, I don't know. I guess
kinda
and I
like
guess you can
forward
slot a
utility.
D in there too, but it's I don't know. To me, it almost
which
seems
is rare.
like
which is
another
rare.
forward spot with extra steps.
But he's
yeah,
got
the
a lot
only
of guys that are auto starts, I guess, right? Because like you want to say
yeah,
McKinnon,
studs.
Wilson, Kempe, Forsberg, right? And I want to say
There we go.
Kadri.
That's probably the right way to word it there, Circlers. He's performing adequately based on where he got drafted this year. So
Right.
like what, 4th, 5th round. So yeah, about
Yeah.
like your 80-point guys if you're lucky.
But the thing
yeah,
is more so is his adequate performance outperforming and worthwhile to knock down Panarin, who was obviously drafted way higher. Like I'm saying, if we're chasing early performance now, Nazar might be an interesting one, like especially against Edmonton.
and that's the only thing
he's
I'm thinking is swap Nazar for Kadri, unless Kadri's peripherals
Possible.
are worth that much to you.
I would agree. But maybe it's a matchup as well. Like if you're looking at his setup right now, he's probably saying Nazar is against a tougher opponent. Panarin is against Seattle is another one. I feel bad. Like like that. I think that franchise is just like forever forgotten. Like, aren't they also doing really well? Yeah, they're in playoff position now. Like Joey's
Seattle's
done
been,
pretty decent stuff.
They're
What the
starting to look
hell is
like that team that beat the Avs in the playoffs that one time.
Alan, also like the Central Division is like I see what you think. Alan, I appreciated these pods, the constant abs like snides every now and then. I know that team is such a fantasy gold mine. Oh my god. Like so many of their players relevant all the times, but just
Seattle?
Colorado. Like
Oh,
I just
Colorado.
appreciate
Yeah.
the abs jabs every now and then. I know they're a fantasy gold mine, but I also know the personal like
So I love it's funny watching like Olofsson get the 5-point night, including a hat trick, and then I'm sure his ownership surged, and then he did nothing yesterday.
Oh, just abs things, like just anyone that plays with McKinnon. But yeah, I would say he's benching Nazar and Panarin because he's been playing poorly, and Nazar, I think,
Right.
because of the matchup. But then I would say too, if you're looking at some of those other things, wow, like, I mean, Forsberg's not doing great either, but he is facing the worst team in the league statistically. And then I guess he also believes Kadri in the inverse, that the worst team in the league is also facing not a terrible.
It's just like I want to put Nazar in over Kadri, but I also feel like if there's any line that's really gonna score,
Do stuff, it would be Kadri.
It's the Kadri line. Or maybe I don't know. Or here we go. Unless Wilson's perfs are just that much of a nice safe floor for you. I know it's Buffalo, but I don't know. Maybe for over Tom Wilson, because you got to think Dylan Strome might be back today. I don't know.
Right.
I know Dylan Strome skated in a non-contact, but now PLD's out. Like, yeah, Washington's dealing with some
this
issues
makes
down the middle.
sense. This makes sense. It's because he's got you see the scoring at the top of that screen. He's got plus minus in this league.
Oh yeah, grow. Okay.
In which case, dude, Kadri, you can't. Kadri's going to score, but Kadri's also going to like. He's going to be on the ice.
They're playing against Nashville, dude. So it's like it's a sludge match.
Yeah, that's true. That is fair. Maybe we stick with as is then.
Yeah,
because I mean Panarin. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Okay. Now I see. Okay, I see it. So yeah, if this is a categories league, yeah, give me Kadri over.
Yeah.
Nazar.
Okay. It looks like
because we don't know what he's chasing.
Yeah, it looks like in the chat, Pac Kamen is messaging, but I guess we could come back to him and we could drop into, let's say, like trade talk or ad drop.
Actually, in the FHF hotline, let me try to scroll up so I don't like stroke anyone out. Yeah, so Caffeine Ketamine here is asking, drop Monahan for Kreider. That's a toughie because I did like before he got sick. I really liked what Kreider was starting to do. And his deployment's probably pretty safe. I mean, so is Monahan's. I thought it was funny is Monahan is also another victim of I don't know, a monkey on his back or something. He is also shooting at 0% so far. 4 assists.
It's terrific.
But I don't know. I think he's got that league where he's got like a glut of just wingers. I don't know. I don't feel like Kreider is maybe enough of an upgrade in the long term over Monahan.
I mean, you're getting a C only for a left wing only. I think it's fair to say, Alan, neither, like, it depends how deep your league is, Kevin Ketamine. Like, it depends how deep your league is, but I would just say, like, I guess, could you clarify if it's a 12-teamer or a 10-teamer? I would say Allen in a 10-teamer if it's just like classic settings, like 16 roster spots.
I think
stuff.
I think his league is a 10-team, which is like those guys might just be like replacement
Waivers.
level dudes.
Yeah.
in a 10-team.
Because the thing is, Kreider right now, like, why did he play half the games so far? It's because he was hurt. He's a 34-year-old player. He doesn't assist a lot. He really is the finisher, and that's pretty much it. Now, having said that, playing with Carlson, who himself is a feeder, is good, right? Because that means he's going to get consistent volume. I just don't believe at 34, Chris Kreider is going to stay healthy enough, and I don't believe there's incentive for that team to ride him out and grind him to dust into the minutes that he's going to need to be a keeper. And then further to that, Monahan kind of has like a higher setup ceiling in terms of like if that team becomes playoff relevant, if that team is, like competing hard, they're going to need him to give minutes. But then at the same time, he's center only. So I think dropping him for Kreider, if you're saying as just for the coming week, hell yeah. Lord loves me a good stream. Let's see what's going on. 4 games for 3 games. Is that what it looks like? 4 games for 2 games? Drop Monahan for Kreider this coming week because you're going to get 4 games, instead of 2 for week 5. But
and that's what probably no one will touch him while he's out on the wire there.
And actually, you can get him back the week following because I think Columbus is a 4-gamer in week 6. So, you can ladder it that way. Yeah, do it. You know what? Caffeine Ketamine, do it. If it's a 10-team,
that's what I was thinking. Like, I know he's got that glut of wingers and very few center only. What the heck?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to sign into Yahoo so I can see Frank's question here. He's wondering about goalies. I'm trying to see who's like owned.
So he's got what? He says Frank's question is what? He needs serious help with his goalies as I chose to go 0G.
Yeah, I was
currently rostering Binnington, Askarov, Vladar, Quick, and Riddick. Man, that's a lot of goalies. Wait, how many goalies can you keep in your league, Frank? Like,
I know, right? That's like or
it almost seems like an entire
just who's on the wire.
Yeah. Binnington, no, dude, don't. No, I'm not laughing at you, man. I'm crying alongside you. I have him in my league too. Oh God, it's horrific.
That's what I was like. I don't know if I drop.
I don't know. I don't know if I drop Binnington either, Alan. But I definitely, pop into the roster, hover him, look at him, like hover my cursor over the red negative button every now and then, and shake my head and go, "What am I doing?" And then also look back at it and go, "What are you doing, Binny?" And then, God, it's so bad, Alan. I don't even know how to describe it. Like that team is just rough. Maybe, Alan, this is what I'm going to say. Maybe if it hits 20 games and that team doesn't turn it around, maybe it's time to
It's like they need to consider it, but
field trade offers, maybe. I don't even know. Like, there's probably no one. Like, who could you trade Binnington for? Like, you could probably trade Binnington and try to upgrade maybe like a D-man or someone. If
that's what I said. You'd have to give up depth somewhere else to try and trade for a goalie. I can't get freaking logged into Yahoo.
It's so horrific, yeah. But then let's Askarov. Okay, let's check. Askarov.
Yeah, it's like the Sharks score a lot, but they also get scored on a lot. I think they're like the widest margin on both.
I think Askarov is probably not that interesting. Like if you're saying
no,
you're saying you're currently rostering Askarov. So if you're doing this just to get starts, I'm even gonna say, like, doesn't San Jose have like, does San Jose not have another goalie? Yeah, they do. Ned, right? Like Ned is the guy that's getting more of this. Oh, he's not getting more of the starts. Askarov's just getting more. Oh, this is horrific. Okay. No, I would probably say Askarov is just gonna hurt you. Vladar, I would say too, is probably just gonna hurt you. But if you're just going for start volume, I would say look at your league first and foremost, because right now you have the issue for you is it's an opportunity cost. You have 5 roster positions eaten up by goalies in which they're not likely to give you value. So Frank, I would say first check, like, if this is a points league or whatnot, like if you can barely make minimum starts or whatnot, is it worthwhile, just getting additional forwards, getting additional other positions? If this is a Cats league, then I would say, yeah, like the guys on you don't have to roster those guys. You could just keep them on the wire. Let it be like on your waiver roster, if that makes sense. No one's going to pick them up, Frank, if that makes sense. Like, no one cares. No one is fighting with you for Askarov. So you don't need to burn a roster slot holding him on your roster. If you need to start, he will be available on your waiver wire.
Here we go. Okay, now I'm logged in. So, Jakob Dobas seems to be taken off, 58% owned.
Right.
Gibson, he's splitting.
Well, look, another guy like Akir Schmid would be an interesting one if it's a 27%.
Yeah, 27% owned. Yeah. I mean, Hill is going to be out for a while, so definitely, the Vegas is the team I wouldn't mind owning goalies on.
The Detroit goalies are also interesting. Both Talbot and Gibson, right, 19 and 39% respectively.
Gibson's the higher owned one. Like, I don't know. It feels like they've both been kind of iffy. Yeah, Shilov's on the Pens.
Right.
Even Yari's looked presentable. Vladar's been serviceable. There's other goalie options out there. I don't know if any of them like truly fix any of these guys, but I would say, he's got Vladar. Okay. I mean, next week's not the week for it, but the Blue Jackets goalies, they've been looking good to start the season. Even Elvis, surprisingly,
Jet Greaves too, right? 32%.
Yeah, Jet Greaves. I would much rather own him over Elvis. I feel like there's got to be some other options out there, unless you're playing in like a 12 or not 12, like a 14 or a 16 team league, where these are the guys who are on the wire and someone will take them if you drop them. I feel like there's other options out there, Frank.
Yeah, and Frank, I would say if you have 5 bench, right? Like, how many goalies can you start? You're starting 2 guys, right? Like, if you can start 2 guys, you don't need.
That's what I feel like.
Three of those. You don't need 3 of those roster spots.
Yeah.
Frank, I'm just going to say, like,
Askarov. Quick is good for spot starts. Riddick's the backup. Yeah, he's got quite a few backups. Is the problem here?
Like, Frank, basically what I'm saying is I'm assuming your league doesn't have infinite ads either, right? So I would say your roster spots are probably better off rostering skaters that would play more and then adding to other. Yeah, your offense is strong.
See, that's what he did. Yeah, he went.
Frank, are you in a points league or a Cats league?
Yeah, because like points, depending on the scoring. I mean, some of these guys like Askarov might be valuable based on volume.
Because just like going based on which goalie would you covet in a trade?
I think Bennington's the only goalie with any trade value. I mean, you might be able to sell high in Vladar, but it'd probably be a 2-for-1. Like, you'd have to throw in a forward to get anything.
Yeah. I mean, the big one too is, like, I think most generally speaking, I don't try to covet goalies trade-wise because it's very difficult to trade up. So your setup, I would say, in terms of goalie makes sense, Frank. Like, you are trying to throw a dart and get, I guess, that good value rolling through. I would just say in terms of goalies, if you're looking for a guaranteed start, of those guys you listed, I think Askarov is the guy that's guaranteed to start alongside Binnington. The issue is just
Cats. So it's wins, goals against, saves.
Yeah. So if you're in a Cats league, and I'm saying, what are your other Cats for the skaters? How many skater Cats do you get? Because I'm just going to put it out there right now. If you're looking at those additional guys, Askarov is not likely to help you a lot for goals against or wins. He's going to help you for saves, but then you're giving up 2 and gaining 1, right? It's
Roto. Oh no.
Shoot.
Um,
How does this work? How does this work for the Roto setup? I'm just like double checking here.
It's
'cause
just
like,
a
he's
season-long scoring, is my understanding.
But I'm like, what happens if you crash out and win 5 of those cats and like lock them down hard compared to, absolutely decimating?
I don't
3
know if you have
cats,
to
know what I
start
mean?
so many times in a season or how it works in Roto.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you're trying to trade for a goalie. Again, homer pick. This might be swinging too high, but people may not have caught on to Tampa winning 4 in a row. You might try to see if you could get Vazzy somewhat cheaply. Seems like he's coming back. Trying to think of who else. You might try to get Blackwood before he even starts a game, right?
I like where you're going.
That
with
guy
that.
might sat him in IR like since the season started. I think he should be making his first start today, but he hasn't played a game, and the owner might have some frustration with him having taken up that IR spot and not done anything, or maybe he doesn't have room to drop someone to get Blackwood in. That's a possibility. I'm trying to think of what other goalies good. I mean, you could always roll the dice on an Edmonton starter. I'm sure you could buy real low on them right now.
I'm
I
thinking
feel like there's some goalies you could buy low on.
Well, I'm thinking along the lines of Frank would basically be describing the boat for Spencer Knight. Right now it's gone because it's 67%. But a Spencer Knight would have been an example of a goalie that was undrafted, forgotten, under the radar. And then you look at where they are in the standings, you look at how they've performed, and it's like, oh, wow, this guy is offering immense value. He's the only dude. Alan, also, I'm just putting it up there. What is happening in the Western Conference? Chicago is the only team with positive goal differential that's not in a playoff spot. Every other team that's not in a playoff spot is negative goal differential. Is just the West super weak
so
this year?
It sounds like he may have to trade. Yeah, that's something is you try to buy low on some, or I wonder if you could buy low on someone like Montembeault, who's maybe having the job kind of stolen from him, but on a team that is in a good position.
I was like, are either the Montreal goalies around? Oh no, 58 and 66. No, they're gone to Washington.
And they're most likely gone. But I mean, for a trade, maybe. What we got? I don't know if I'd grab Lincoln. Yeah, these are really kind of bottom of the barrel guys.
Was there a
It seems weird that everyone would hoard goalies when you only have 3 goalie categories.
It is a Roto league, right? So I think maybe some of the setups are Vanacek and Korpisalo.
Vanacek on Utah. I don't know, man. You know what? Korpisalo could be a sneaky pickup right now. He did win that game. Recent. What was their last game?
Yeah, but if he's playing a Roto league, Alan, then he's actually gunning for the full rotisserie setup of long term potential. And I just don't, unless we're talking about Swayman getting hurt, right? In which case,
no, he's even that's the thing is Korpisalo has kind of been better than, or at least their last start has been better than Swayman. What was it? Did they play us? No, so it must have been Thursday, and I think that was where Korpisalo. Yeah, Korpisalo started. They beat Buffalo in overtime. And Korpisalo ended it with a 9.25. I would say Korpisalo might be someone to look into. And I would want him over Askarov. But I feel like Quick is good for, if you have to hold him, Quick would be good when he starts.
Yeah, I'm trying to check Vanacek over there. I don't.
No, it seems like they're really into. Well, you know what? Utah has, I think, 1 back-to-back next week.
He will save.
I think I was looking at another team.
Well, the thing with Vanacek is Vanacek isn't going to get the volume, right? But
No.
then if you're just looking for wins and goals,
I mean, neither is
against,
really
like,
Corpusalo, but I mean, I forget who their coach is. I forget their coach's name, but they did question like the Boston coach after the Buffalo game about like, could we see Corpusalo get a little bit of a run?
Right.
Since it seems like Swayman hasn't been what he should be so far. And he gave a very mysterious, opaque answer, but yeah, I don't know. Of those two, I would say, yeah, I want to take a chance on Corpusalo in the short term.
Right. Frank, I guess one thing I was following up, you're saying goals, assists, plus minus power play, hits, shots on goal. Is there value if your goalies are currently as they are? And I was checking with you.
Utah has 2 back-to-backs next week is their schedule. So Vanacek in the short term, I mean, both of those could be viable in the short term. But especially Vanacek, given that they have 2 back-to-backs as their schedule.
I'm just wondering, Frank, out loud here, if you finish dead last, and honestly, like, no offense to your goalies or whatnot, but like, it might not even be a choice of finishing dead last there. Like, even if you played it as best you could, it might still be salvaging, like the Titanic. But your skaters are super strong. Like, in a Roto League, what happens if you completely crush 6 skater cats and then completely flail and die on the 3 goalies? Like, is the guy in second and like middling in the goalies category is gonna like pip you and win? I'm asking, you know what I mean? Like, haven't played the Roto Leagues myself in that setup, right? So I'm just like asking in the sense that, can you punt categories in your Roto League? Because if your skaters are truly strong, and you're looking at Vanacek, Corpusalo, you might be punting goalies regardless. If you have 5 rostered spots for goalies and you're still needing help, like, your goalies just might not be him, But does that hurt you if you can just completely annihilate the other 6 cats? Which, truthfully, I think it's an issue if it's the other way, right? If you have amazing goalies and insufficient skaters, you're only going to get a third of the stats regardless, right? But then you can invert the other side if you have 6 super, super strong categories that you can kind of nail out on a week-to-week basis. Or, sorry, I guess a season-long basis. That's a fascinating question, though, Alan. Yeah, I don't think you or I have played a ton of
Roto. No, I haven't played any Roto Leagues. Like, that is like, from everything I've read, I'm like, that doesn't sound fun. I mean, it could be. I mean, not everything is for me, but I don't know. Like, if you go down hard at the beginning of the season, like trying to make up that track, and then you're more likely to have people bounce because it's like, well, there's no way I'm catching up. Like, so then you can't even trade with people. Your trade market diminishes anyway.
It's much more egalitarian. Yeah, it's much more egalitarian, but it's also much more, I don't know, winners stay winners, losers stay losers in the early setup. Thoughts on Grubauer? I have Grubauer in my leagues, and my thoughts are that he is an incredible player to support on your bench. He is.
Yeah, man, that's a rough, because that was one of the first free agents Seattle signed, and he has just been terrible for them.
He was the guy you have to understand that he basically got the position because Colorado won.
Carried him on the
And
back.
when Colorado won, they were like, yeah, great, he's a Stanley Cup winning crease champ. And then afterwards they were like, wait, did he make Colorado win, or did Colorado win with him? And I think
Wasn't
that
he
part,
the one that was like partially blind in like one eye, and then they beat Tampa with like a half blind goalie. But no, I don't know. I would give me Vanacek, give me Korpisalo before I take Grubauer.
Grubauer has an amazing contract in terms of keeping him on the team, but the fact,
right? I couldn't believe that. Where they actually, was it last year, the season before, where they actually sent him to the minors for a minute?
It's Alan. Objectively, I don't think Grubauer's life is terrible at all, or any of those hockey players. But like, imagine just going in every day, knowing you don't have the pressure of performing, knowing you still have millions coming into the bank every single night, and getting to just get a front row seat to every game. Like, this is actually, dude is living life.
You got to think some of these guys are just like, they have that competitive drive where it's like, yeah, you could just collect a fat paycheck, but it's like, I want to play, I want to win.
But
I
Alan,
don't know these guys.
He's already collected the save. Like, he's already got the
And
ring.
got
You know,
name on
like,
the cup.
he's got the ring. He's got the contract. He gets a new beautiful. Seattle's an amazing city too. Beautiful city to explore.
Yeah.
And all he has to do is go to, like, morning skate every now and then. He doesn't even have to face the starter's shots. He gets the other crease. Anyways, dude is living life. Problem is, though, Frank, his life does not include having to start many games on your fantasy lineup. That's the problem. I have him in leagues. I also have Joey in others. And I swear Joey gets, like, the question mark every game, and somehow it turns to the check every night. Like, I don't know how it's possible.
Decord is absolutely the starter, which is crazy because there was a time where he was like the third stringer. Do we want to get
context? Grubauer literally had the contract. Joey had nothing. And with Grubauer's crazy contract, they still went ahead and long-term signed Joey. That's the degree to which they don't believe in Grubauer. So Frank, maybe those are my, like, slightly traumatized thoughts, but those are definitely my thoughts on Grubauer.
God, that's a albatross of a contract.
If Joey gets hurt, I think Grubauer will get
he'll get the runs.
A guaranteed chance to split starts with Matt Murray.
Is that who is? Gross.
Yeah, that's what I think
about
Grubauer.
Playing, let's drink what's under the sink. So we got a couple that came in here. Yeah, Koob.
Yeah.
Yari, Skinner, Stolar, start 2. And then Landeskog versus Huberdeau. I feel like Huberdeau, and it's probably not even close. Let me check. I don't think Landeskog's ice time has improved at all.
Yeah, just Huberdeau. Just go Huberdeau, and then forget about the other one. And then
the goalies,
Stolar,
that might get settled
Skinner,
for you. Yeah, he's only got 3 points.
With you saying that Jari is not going to start, or
it could be. I don't know. It seems like they're kind of tandeming them.
Yes,
but I don't know if I like Yari against Winnipeg, though, because Winnipeg is great at preventing goals.
Sheelov's not confirmed. Sheelov's is projected.
No. Okay,
he's projected.
I don't like their opponent, though. Like, I know I said Rust against Winnipeg, like, play him, but I also feel like as much as Winnipeg stops goals, they also score quite a bit.
Why is I think it might projected starter?
Did Skinner play yesterday? Is that what happened?
Yesterday? Oh, no. Skinner did play. No, but Skinner played 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Are they truly splitting starts right now?
They might be. They got to try something. Skinner has laid an egg.
But Skinner did win last night, although it was a 6-3 win. So let's go check some of his stats.
Really? Whoa! Wait. What?
Oh God! Oh, I misread that horribly. I am so sorry, Alan. He did not win.
Edmonton's last game was the 4-3
they lost
win
to
by
the
Rangers. Yeah.
No. He was responsible for the loss.
I still say it's Chicago. You gotta think. I mean, Skinner will get you the W. Should get you the W. Who does Toronto play today?
Pickard is projected to be the starter, though, so I would be concerned with 2 of those.
And this might be set. And Koob, this might be settled based on who
is starting,
confirmed. But to me, assuming all 3 start, for me, it would be Skinner and Stolarz.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really believe in the Leafs at this point, but that's the homer negativity rolling in.
Well, it's Philly. It's Philly. I feel like that's
Alan.
The game.
I have seen the 6-3 wins that Philly crunches onto the Leafs.
I don't like Jari against Winnipeg. But Pokemon. Strome could come back tonight. So I think he's trying to like fit some, like he's trying to do the Indiana Jones, like swap the bag real quick before Strome potentially comes off IR. I know I've done that myself. Right. He's thinking of streaming a goalie tonight, keeping Strome on IR. He'll need to drop someone. Picked up Romanov a few nights ago and got Barzal yesterday. Both play tomorrow. Could drop Romanov. Yeah, sure thing, Frank. Absolutely. That is what we are here for. All right. Could he make any improvements with the roster? Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I may have been wrong about the Isles. Yeah, Barzal could be someone you hold for a while. And he's trying to find his streamer spots. Yeah, Schmaltz may have become too good to drop.
Yeah, you can't
Like,
drop him now. It's the same issue. Yeah, it's the same
crazy.
issue last year with Washington, right? Where those guys like Protus and all that stuff. When you get a top line guy in a top team, you just keep him. And especially with the dual eligibility as well.
Oh, yeah, Barzal. Yeah, someone who can take faceoffs at wing. I mean, if your league does, I don't think this league does faceoffs. Yeah, no.
Alan, this is
this is the league where the volumes.
Yes, it's the volume.
A goalie tonight. I don't know. It'd have to be someone who's going to face a lot of rubber. What are the matchups?
Dostal and Stolars are his goalies. Oh God, he's got Dostal. That's great.
Yeah. I don't see.
Who do you think my streamers are?
And that's what I'm like. Is it? I don't know. Toffoli has kind of become border, but I mean, in a 10-man, I feel like Toffoli, like a 60-point guy. Probably you're gonna find a lot of those on the wire.
Well, I think one issue right now I'm seeing on his team is you're playing a Saturday where you have everyone available. Like, how many teams are playing tonight, Alan? It's like a disgusting number. Isn't it like 16 games or something? Let's see. It is 13 games. I have 13 games. 26 teams are playing, and you are playing down a roster spot because Cutter Gauthier doesn't have any. Like, Cutter Gauthier, in my mind,
tomorrow, I believe. So yeah,
right.
I don't think you drop Cutter. I mean, in some weeks, I think. Well, let me check it. How he's doing. I'm
just saying,
like, gut tells me Cutter is the streamer spot.
Like, Cutter's got to be the streamer spot. Mainly because, actually rephrase. Yes, he has Romanov on the bench. Romanov would definitely be. Right, yeah. Romanov would definitely be his streamer spot. But then the more I'm talking out loud, why the hell is Romanov still on his team? Like, does Romanov do something else?
Blocks.
The hits?
I bet the blocks are worth 0.75, which if you find those guys like Rasmus Anderson, Adam Larson, block a lot, like that's pretty valuable in this league. I could say depending on the week, Toffoli could be a streamer spot. I don't know how you improve it though.
I'm still gonna say, like, valuable or not valuable. Like, you're looking at the things. Romanov, dude, I need to look at Romanov's stats, man. Like, does this guy score a ton? Like, if we're just doing it for a block, you don't want to over-optimize either, right? Like, let's be frank here. Dude gets D3 minutes. He doesn't even get in front of power plays to block. So he's a D3. He hits, he blocks. He has no goals on the season. Right. He has no assists on the season.
That can still also be valuable to you with this scoring system, is someone who, more so blocks, like I said.
But not more valuable than a streamer spot. Like, we cannot have our listeners fall in love with potential, Alan. Like,
but no, I agree. That's absolutely, Romanov would be the streamer spot, which sucks because you probably picked him up for the Islanders schedule this week.
Right. For context, though, Alan and I play in a crazy super banger league. Like, we count all various sorts of stats that, are like obscure, and they will still get into the league. It's a super bangers. This Romanov dude is still 516th in our setup. Like,
I think he's missed some time though. I think that's
he has. But even if he came back, you know what I mean? Like, he's not gonna make up to like top 50, 100 value in the time that he missed off, right? He missed 5 games. So 100% that's the dude that's dropped. And I would say the dude you add him for, you don't replace him with a D-man. You clearly, in this setup and league, you can get a right winger or a left winger, because I would say Toffoli and Robo, they're dual eligible.
One of the teams who play a back-to-back today and tomorrow. I think there's like 4 or 5 of them.
Yes, and I would say both Toffoli and Robertson you can slot into the left wing, so you aren't locked to just finding a left winger. You can find a left winger and a right winger.
Yeah,
I picked up Romanov as an extra ad and put him into IR.
So it's as much as Toffoli. I think he's
Right.
3 points in his last 3. I kind of feel like
Okay.
Toffoli might be replacement level.
Well, the other one, not
if
tonight
you're an
because
X-Men man.
obviously, well, not tonight in the sense
right,
that
long
he's
term,
Yeah.
because he said he was
But I
also looking forward
yeah.
ways to improve.
Yeah, but Turnberry, I'm going to say the other issue you're having anyway is like you have Hischier, Aho. Those guys are going to be stapled to your centers. You have Barzal, who's going to be, I guess, like lombered over into right wing or center appropriately. But
there we go.
you also have
So he's-
Schmaltz, who's going to slot that role too. Dylan Strome, is he starting over Hischier or Aho? And if
Probably
not,
not.
check your schedule to see when it's available. What, like, you are so overloaded in right wing right now, Turnberry. Like, you have Schmaltz, Barzal, Cooch, Toffoli.
That's not a bad problem
Robo.
to have, though. I would much rather have a logjam at right wing than center.
For sure. But what I'm saying is you do not have that same logjam at left wing where you have Forsberg, Gauthier, and then also, you can slot into Foley, Robo, and all that stuff too. But I would say right now you're in a pretty unique situation and setup. Like, is there a way you can lop off Gauthier and, like give yourself some
Gauthier,
extra...
I don't know. Maybe it's fool's gold, but he's pacing point per game right now, and his shooting percentage isn't insane. He's shooting a ton. His ice time's good. I don't know. I feel like Toffoli is the replaceable guy on his roster at the moment. Maybe not this weekend because the Sharks, I think,
I'm going to walk that one back. Yeah.
I think Gauthier play again tomorrow. Yeah.
Gautier's shot 50 plus times in 10 games. That's 50 shots, 5 shots a game.
And I know in this league, the shots aren't worth as much, but if you shoot a lot, that obviously increases your chances of scoring.
Only D-men and goalie slots available tomorrow. Who are his goalies again? Stolars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ducks play tomorrow, so there's a chance to start some. I'm trying to look for those games where like someone's gonna face a lot of puck. Like
I was also saying, which targetable dudes do you have available to you? And maybe while Turnberry's responding with that,
I would say, do we want to go down and see?
We'll see what 86 Waffle is. Start
2, but like.
The homer in me knows Toronto is going to lose 6-3 today, so Michkov is like a guarantee. Watch the Michkov hat trick, honestly.
Jackson Blake. Isn't Jackson Blake on a little bit of a tear right now? I feel like Carolina is one of the best scoring teams right now. Yeah, Jackson Blake.
Is Jackson Blake actually related to Rob Blake?
I don't know.
12 minutes last night.
Especially because Boston just confirmed Swayman's in. Yeah, give me Jackson Blake. And then do you want to vote as like the other choice since it's start 2?
Oh.
I like Michkov. Well, you know what? What's he done? Because I feel like he's been prone to getting benched, getting...
Wait, it says start 2, but I can only vote for 1?
We can only vote for 1, so that's like... I pick.
Oh, Alan, I got to do the Michkov one, man. It's just disgusting.
Yeah, he's got 5 points in his last 3. I don't like Michkov's ice time though. I'd say those are two. Pinto's cooled off quite a bit. I'm considering dropping him in the spot, and I know Marchessault will shoot a lot.
Against Montreal, I don't know.
I don't like that Nashville Calgary sludge match.
Alan,
I know, and yet Toffoli's backup line 1 power play 1. I just don't. I don't know. Yeah, I know it's noon. We probably may have to continue this one offline unless we can give him a definitive answer. Yeah, I like Cutter Gauthier. With Granlund out, so he'll be there a minute. Toffoli back on line 1 power play 1. He is, but I don't know. It's something bothers me with his point pace.
I would say mainly the issue is the team you're having is very right wing centric. So I would just say, if possible, if you could trade any of your righties. Because, yeah, long term, I think Toffoli is the guy that gets cut. But, yeah, like, there's no good guy to cut. There's a reason he's on your roster, right?
Yeah. He might be one of those guys especially, I assume by the roster, this is like a 10-man. Yeah, Toffoli could be a guy you drop, and then he's there when the Sharks have a good schedule.
I will say, looking at your team, I don't really think your defense is as strong as your forward cores. And I would say, if you'd consider, like, of Hischier, Aho, or what other centers do you got? You got Barzal, Schmaltz. I think the value you're going to get back for a Schmaltz. Oh, wow,
Oh, and it's 12 team we have this roster.
This man,
Nice.
this man drafted well. Yeah, I would say, is there... Because obviously we talked about centers before too, but I think just like top centermen are irreplaceable, right? In terms of like a McKinnon or a Draisaitl, like you just can't get any value anywhere except for through trading. Whereas, Alan, I don't even know, like if you traded Aho, I feel like you could possibly get like 85% of Aho's value, and then
feel like
and then bolster like the D.
is maybe replaceable too.
Right. Yeah,
I see some potential upgrades on D.
I see upgrades on D
like
too.
Don Carlson. I'm still holding out hope that Chychrun takes over eventually. He's gotten a few looks on power play 1, but nothing concrete.
Right.
They're still reverting to Carlson.
Right.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Get him a definitive answer here on something before we tap out. Yeah, Romanov probably the guy you can drop to bring.
Well, we said Romanov. Romanov's mainly the guy he's dropping to get Strome in.
Yeah.
My issue more so, I would say, is like, unless you're trying to stack on that Strome and Carlson because you think they'll connect on the power play, which I'm going to say too, I don't think is Strome the guy that's like Ovi's
no,
the
when
guy
he's
clapping
in,
the
when
puck,
he's
right?
in, when Strome is in, he's line 1 power play line lock.
Right, but what I'm saying is like I have to check the caps and everything too, but I'm like, to my memory, like Wilson's the net front, right? So
maybe that's the thing is I never remember like how these how
they rotate out, right?
Yeah.
But I'm like, it only affects the power play if we know for a fact that Carlson's going to be like, Carlson is the D in the umbrella, right? He's the guy on the umbrella who's going to be, like rotating through, touching the puck. He's always going to get the assist if there is one on the power play. But it claps through Ovi in the office. So I'm like, where are you guaranteeing that Strome touches the puck? And further, you already have
right off the face-off or something.
Face-off dot or something. But either way, you're talking center-only guys and adding another center-only guy when you already have Schmaltz, Barzal, Hischier, Aho. No one feels good dropping like a guy, but I would feel way better of those 5. If you were to drop Strome, I would say, with what we see now, like it's not the end of the world. You know what I mean?
I don't know. It might actually benefit him to keep Strome in IR. Because now if you drop Romanov to bring Strome off IR, now you're bunching one of Aho or Hischier. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Yeah.
I think I'd rather.
So I would say maybe hold off on the drop for Strome until tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then when you hold off and drop them, then you can drop Strome, drop Romanov.
I don't think the Caps play tomorrow is the thing, because then you get an extra game out of Romanov.
Yeah, but basically there is no way for him to get an extra game out of Strome anyway.
No, right.
There's no way for him to get an extra game out of Strome. Yeah, Turner, you got it right.
There we go. I
think,
sometimes the best play is to leave the guy in IR even though he's healthy.
Yeah. But I'm even going to say, Turner, like your future decision realistically is looking at your roster and how it's constructed. Unless you're planning to rotate and trade either of Aho or Hischier, like you really don't have any angle where you're activating Strome and then getting to play him without also giving up another player. And I would probably say if you're giving up a player, I would give up Strome with replaceability on your roster than any other guy on your roster.
Yeah,
'Cause you
because again,
already-
Jersey, one of the highest scoring teams. LA, little leaky. Boston.
He's
Yeah, you don't want
already-
Tahoe.
Because the only guy I would like, I guess I would replace Romanov with Strome. I would do that, but then afterwards, you still want rotatability with like a streamer spot and all that stuff. And I think
It's like
Strome's
you
got
want
to be
Strome
that
to
guy.
play. Like
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
that's just like I feel
You have
like
a lot of
lose
centers.
the game.
You have a lot of centers, man. You have 5 centers.
Well,
And, like,
some of them have other
3 pures.
eligibilities, which is what you want.
Yes. But he's still the other eligibility. He also has 5 in that one too, right? Right wing, like Toffoli, Robertson, Kucherov, Barzal,
Yeah.
Schmaltz. You're definitely playing Kuch whenever he's got a game. I would even slate like Robertson is like you definitely playing him whenever he's got a game.
Yeah.
So you're really only making the decision between Schmaltz, Barzal, and Toffoli. And like when you say all those names together, Toffoli is the guy you
I
drop.
feel
but
like
then
Toffoli's the guy. Yeah.
but he's left wing and right wing eligible, right? So I think it always goes back to like you have way more centers and right wingers than you do left wingers. So if you can somehow like re-even and redistribute them somehow, that will be good. That would be awesome.
But all right, we are well over on time here. I think that's good. If you guys still have any other questions, you can always I think there's the FHFH hotline up here. You can feel free to at any like either of us. But yeah, good luck everyone today, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, we'll pick you up later.
And stream, come on.